I'm gonna start with creating a database, but before I go to my database, I need to check whether my server is working or not. So I am gonna try seeing my server, which is localhost. It's not working, so I am going back to my C drive exam and control start and start. So that's my server running. So localhost. So I don't have my database here. Can you see? I don't have the database. So what I need to do is I need to click on databases, click on a database called as music, create. I have a database called as music, and I'm going to create. I'm just going to go import, choose file. I think we left the file on the K drive the other day. So web design and development, level 2. 1608 books website, that's the file. Go. And here I have got this table called as music. And these are the fields: music ID, title, artist, type, rating, price, image, and v-link. So if I go to structure now, it is saying it is already auto increment. And this key symbolizes it's a primary key. If I go to change, that's auto increment. Right? So I have it as auto increment and I have it as primary key. So that's my table with all the data in. Is that okay? I have total 29 records. Obviously, it is only showing me 25 here because the page says number of rows to be shown is 25. If I set it out to be 100 or 50, whatever, then you'll see all the records on one single page. But it usually, you should know what, it will show arrows here if it was set to low. So that's your table. So I have the first step. I have my database, I have my table, and I have some sample data in. Is that right? Yeah? Okay, so now I need to go to my C drive. Exam 1. And htdocs folder, and I need to create my folder which is called as, it's up to me what do I want to call it. I'm just calling it as W music. I've called my folder as W music. Is that right? In my htdocs I have called my folder as W music. Is that okay? Yes. Is that fine? Yeah? So close this. We don't need to look at this at the moment. I need to start my Dreamweaver. Now in Dreamweaver, the very first step is to define my site. Site, new site. Now here, I would like, I understand that you can give whatever name you, but I don't think so. I prefer you guys leaving it to untitled whatever. Because later on you're not going to remember what was untitled 1, untitled 2, and untitled 3. Right? So give it a name. I am giving it a name, music. Is that right? This is the name in the Dreamweaver. It has got no bearing with my folder or my database name. Pinky. It has got no bearing with my database name or my folder name. This is the name for you to remember what site are you working with, right? This is important. HTTP. Now this is your, what does it say? What is the HTTP address of your site? Which means when I go to browser, how can you access your website? So how will you access your website is localhost 81, because that's how your browser works. For now here, it should be, what should be the name? wmusic. No htdocs. Htdocs is the default. Htdocs doesn't come anywhere. The name in the URL, htdocs, you never see htdocs on the browser thing. You only see, we should be able to access your folder name, which is wmusic, and that's it. So localhost 81 wmusic, because I am accessing my server at localhost, and my folder name in htdocs is called as wmusic. Yeah. So next, yes, I want to use a server technology, which is PHP MySQL. Next, edit and test locally. My testing server is on this computer, right? And then here it refers to C exam. Is it right? Is the folder name right? No. So make sure, do not assume that it is going to be correct. Please make sure you point to the right folder. So my folder is first of all in C drive, exam1, and not in exam. It is in exam1, htdocs, wmusic. Right? Now look, even though I've selected there, it has missed the wmusic. So you just write that yourself. It should point to the right folder, right? Now here it just says where on your computer do you want to store your file. That means where is your folder in simplest form. Next, here again I should write down localhost 81/wmusic. And the only difference between this screen and the first screen is there's an extra slash here at the end, right? And make sure you say test URL before you go ahead. If this is not successful, that means there is a mismatch or it can't find your folder, right? It also means if this is not, then you know that the ticks we'll talk about in a minute, those ticks won't come up in the first place. You can get to know from here only that the ticks will not come. Is that okay? Click on OK. Now this is your CS4 screen. CS6 or CC screens looks different, right? Which is more or less like this advanced, where you have local info, which is just the name of the site and the folder name. Can you see site name and just the local root folder? These are the only two things which you see in your CS6 or CS5.5 or CC. You don't see anything below. You don't see anything below. You only see just these two things, right? The name of the site and the root folder. Is that okay? What you see next is servers, and you have to add a server which looks like this. It says how are you accessing a server name? It will say a server name. How are you accessing that server? You will have to drop down, select local network, and then you have to specify this there as well. That's all. And you then pick the testing server and it works. So this is my site here. Now your website can have several HTML pages and several PHP pages. It is up to you. It depending on the content in the page, right? Now I am making my first page as a PHP page, right? File, new, a PHP page. If you want to connect that page with the database, whether inserting or retrieving, it will have to be a PHP page. Insert or getting back data, it has to be a PHP page. So PHP page, create, and now I need to have a panel here which is called databases, and if you look at it, It already has all the 3 ticks I need. The site is defined correctly. I am on a PHP page and my testing server computer can find it. Is that, yeah? So I need to see some data on this page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my connection, which is here, my SQL connection. Connection name can be anything, again, whatever you like. And usually I prefer keeping it the same name as your folder name, or your site name. So let's say my site name was music, so I'll just keep that. My SQL server is on localhost. My username is root. I don't have a password, and I can select my database. My database was called music. Okay, it will say that you don't have a password. Yes, I don't have a password. So now here, I should be able to see my table fields, whatever those are. So that means your connection's working fine. Is that right? But I need to remember this connection name because this is going to be used on all your pages which you are going to create. It establishes connection with this name everywhere. Is that right? So your connection is up. Yeah? Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
Do we need to create another for every time that we use a definition?
No, you do not set connection again and again. Connection is only made once. But yes, if you do a new site, then you will have to, because that is a connection for that website. If you do site definition again and you create a folder again, you will have to do connection again. It could be to the same database. Does that make sense? Do you understand? More than one websites can be connecting to one database, but if you are doing a new definition, a new folder, and a new site, you have to do connection every time. But for this one site, only one connection. All the pages, whether they are 50 pages or 60 pages, they can all connect through the same connection. I don't need another connection. Is that, yeah? Now,
To open this database, you need to create first a PHP file, open a new one, and then create the database, open a database.
When you say open a database, is this, are you talking about this? You will not be able to create this if you're not on a PHP page. On an HTML page, this doesn't come up. This will not, right? On an HTML page, you can click on a databases. Look, if I say file, new, and an HTML page, create, these are not going to be ticked. On an HTML page, you will only get one tick, and you cannot proceed forward unless you have the 3 ticks. You will not be able to do anything. Is that okay? So you have to be on a PHP page. But once you've done the connection, you don't do it again and again. Every time you open a PHP page, you will see these anyways. Does that make sense? And you will see the connection also. You will see the connection in every PHP page. Is that, yeah? Okay, I'm going to do 2 pages. One, I'm going to close HTML page. I don't need that. This one, file, save, and I'm calling it music all. Is that okay? I'm calling this file as music all PHP. Is that understandable? And I'll create one more, which is file, new, and I say PHP and create, and I'm going to save this as music and jazz. So I've created one page which says music all and the other one which is music jazz, just to show you the difference, right? So at the moment I'm here in music all page. I've set the connection. I go to server behavior and I click on plus and I say record set. What does record set mean? I want to fetch data from my table. So click on this. Record set 1. Connection name music. Table name music. What fields do you want to see? So I want to see all the fields. Is that right? and I just click on OK. So here you see record set. I want to see this information on the page. I have got two ways to see this information on the page. I design it by using divs, or I create a table, right? To create a table, I go to insert, data objects, dynamic data, and I say dynamic table. And all you do is you say you want all records and you click on OK. So you get this table structure here. Is that okay? So file and save. And I can see this information in a browser. If I say preview in Chrome, when you get this dialog box, you're supposed to say yes, and that's your database shown in HTML on a PHP page. Is that, yeah? So this is, now it could be any table. It could have been any table from the database. This is how you will see the information. Is that okay?
Yeah.
When I run the save definition and I try to point to one card, comes up again to do it again.
When you're doing it in?
So I create already the save definition, and then when I try to look on internet to see how it will solve
Are you saving the same? You have to make sure that your page is saved in that site definition, in that same folder. Because I think what you're doing is, because all of you've created so many pages and so many definitions now, it might not be going in the right folder you want it. So just don't assume Dreamweaver to put it in the right folder. But I can come down and have a look what is happening on your machine.
I'm still having problems connecting to the servers.
Are you doing it on your laptop?
Yeah, I mean, it was connecting. Do you remember we did the load and close of 8888, and now when I go to my SQL connection, it won't even show the tables anymore. But I've still got all the three ticks.
I'll have to come now. I don't know what your laptop is doing.
I know, I don't know what it's doing.
So
It's driving me mad, but that's what it is.
So this is your table. Now I'm making another record set, which is in another page. This is here. Yes, Angel. You can do in normal divs. I'll do a div. I'm going to do a div now. This is Music Jazz. Actually, I'm trying to do two things together here in Music Jazz, just to trying to show you. If you can, I'm doing a record set again, right? But this time, okay, it doesn't matter whether it calls it record set 1, because these are two different pages, right? If you do a record set on the same page, it will automatically name it 2. But because you're on two different pages, the first record set you make, it always names it record set 1. Is that okay? Now here I'm saying music connection, I am saying music table, but I only want to see the title selected. I only want to see title and artist. Is that right? And I am also putting a filter which is type. I only want to see jazz music. So I've done two things here. I have only chosen two fields to be seen, and also I've said where type is equal to jazz, right? So this is your where type equals, and this entered value means whatever I have typed it here, take it as such. So entered value jazz. Is that okay?
Yeah, and then with 2 seconds, I just want
Yeah.
What's the purpose of it?
Sorry.
What is the purpose? What is the purpose of coming to it?
I don't want to see the entire record. I only want to show jazz. Because let's say on my page I'm making 3. I'll show you. I'll explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Does that make sense? I'll show you how it works on the website. So give me just 1 minute to show you that. Is that, yeah? So title and artist and only jazz. Is that okay? Click on OK. And now I could do it. I could do a dynamic data.
You need to select before to do the records that the div I was working on.
No,
You should make
no, because I don't have any divs on my page at the moment, right? So I don't have to. I'm just gonna make a div called as layout div tag. So that's my div, the first div, right? And and I'm gonna have another div here, and I'm making another div here. So I've made 3 divs, and the 2 divs are within the first one. Is that right? Do you understand what I've done? I've done first div, which is an outside div, and I've just made 2 more divs inside it. And they just have enter at the moment because I don't have a CSS, so that's why. Now here I want to have my title, and here I want to have my artist. Is that right? So I'm going to actually write down here the word artist because somebody might not know. So I'm just saying artist. Here I just want to put the title, so I'm going to delete this. But now how do I get my fields here? So you go to bindings, and you will see that whatever records, whatever fields you've asked for in your record set, whether there was all or just 2, you will see them here, right? So I'm going to drag my title here, and I'm going to drag my artist here. Is that okay? Is that fine? And that's all. Now it's not complete because when I save this and I try to see it in the browser, yes, I'll probably only see one. That's the title and that's the artist. All right, I don't see the rest of the records. The reason is because I've not told database or Dreamweaver to show me the rest of the records. So what you need to do is you can highlight this div, the outside div in which you put all of them, and then click on server behavior again, plus, and say repeat region. You're saying you want to repeat this, right? How many times do you want to repeat it? The number of times there are records. Okay, is that fine? So now save it and try to see on your page you have all of them. Is that okay? But why did I make 2 pages? Why did I make 2 pages, right? Now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to create an HTML page, new, maybe an HTML page, and I put in something called as show music, and I've just created 2 words, and I'm going to link this word with my first page, which is music all, and I'm going to highlight this and link this with my music jazz. Is that okay? And I'm going to save this page as my index page. Fine. Now if I open this page in my browser, maybe this is my navigation on my website. I don't know. Does that make sense? This could be my navigation on my website. So when I click on show music, I get to see all the music. If I go back, and I click on jazz, I get only jazz. That's all. So you will have to think through how many pages, PHP pages do you need for your website. That's all. So do you understand? Now it's up to me that I want to show them all, or I want to give them more options here, and then link them to individual pages. Right? So that's up to your design. It could be up to your navigation, because at the moment I haven't done what on my music all page. Look here. Let me just show you one thing more. I go to index page and I also have here home. Is that right? I'll highlight home and I say link it to index. So file, save all, but I can highlight this and go to my music all. Go to my music jazz. I need to be outside that repeating thing, which is my body in my design. I hope I'm out of that. Yeah, I am. So file, save all. Now my website looks more even of a website. I have this, right? And I click on show music. I go here, and on that also I've got jazz, right? So now from every page I can go wherever I want. So that's how your website would be in ideally, isn't it?
Are you going to show us how to do an image as well?
Is that okay? Yeah. Followed? Yeah. This is only now. I could go and say I want to add another music. So upload music details. Is that right? Now if I have this, then I have to make one more page, which is now when I say upload music details, that means I'm trying to insert. Is that right? So that would be your form. That can't be a record set. That would be a data entry form. Is that okay? Yeah. So is that fine? Yeah. So if I close, okay, file, new. Again, it has to be a PHP page. Create. So in this page, we always start from insert, form and a form, insert, table and a table, 7, 2 columns, and okay. You can align your table in the center. That's how I want. Now here, because my music ID was set as a auto increment, I don't need it here. But you need music type. You want title. You want artist. Rating. What else was there? Image name. I think there's audio link. Audio file name. And there is video link. Is that? So music type, title, artist, rating, image name, file name, video link, and I think there's one more, which is price. And I can always cross check on this. So I've got title, artist, type, rating, price, image, v-link, and audio. Does that make sense? These are the fields in my so these are your fields. You need, so once I have them here, now you have a choice. You can use simple text fields, right? But text fields don't allow validations. So you either go for sprite text fields, which allows you to put validations in. But like let's say here music type, I don't want them to type anything else what my database doesn't have. Does that make sense? So it's up to you, what do you want here. So I am making insert form and I'm calling it as list menu and I'm calling it as type. Make sure it says no label tag. Okay, here and here list values. So I have jazz as type. The value should be jazz. Whatever you want to store in database. Hip hop, hip hop, country, R&B, R&B, RN. I don't have R&B anything in my, and then I have other, and I can just say other. If they can't find in the list, they can just put that, classify that as other if they want. But that is my website. It's just giving them this option. Is that? There's no validation for this because they'll have to choose a value from here. And if they don't choose anything, the default selected value goes. Does that make sense? Title, you could do a sprite text field, and I'm going to do them from here. So that's a sprite text field. That's normal text fields. These are sprites, right? So sprite has validations. Look, if I do here and okay, this wants me to save insert music. That's the file name. So this is your title. Okay. Now sprite text field, when you click on sprite text field here, can you see it allows you to set what is the type? What is the kind of information do you want to put in? If you leave it, it's obviously text, but it will not let you leave it blank. You cannot leave that field blank. Does that? Yeah. So title. Again, you can have a drop down for your artist if you're only going to work through various artists, or you can just leave that as a text field. So artist. Rating, do you want to go circles or do you want to go drop down? Up to you. So I can go simple, cancel. I'm saying rating here. Okay. Rating, list values. So 1, you can press tab to go next. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 5. Is that okay? So rating. So this is a drop down again. Now image name again. We discussed it on Thursday that images work slightly differently. We'll have to we'll learn about them separately because if you put that as file field, it will not take the name also in the database. Does that make sense? So at the moment, we leave it as a text field till we learn how to do it differently. So here, image name, insert audio file, and then there is and price, which is here. Now price, I don't want them to be able to enter text ABCD, right? I want them to be able to enter only numbers. So you click on this and you choose here. What will you choose? Sorry? Where's currency? Yeah. And the format, it depends on how, it's just that commas will come automatically when they write whatever they write. Is that? So that's it. So, but then this form is still not going to work until unless you put a submit button, right? A form needs a submit button. So do just a button. Sorry, I always pick this wrong, so I'd rather go from here. Button. Call it whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter, right? You can change the value, what goes on the top of the button. So that's your form. File, save all. Is that okay? So my form's done. Is that okay? So if I go and test this form now, this is your form. I have how many records here already? 29. Is that right? For 29 records. So when I am filling in data in this, it should have 30 records, or it should have my new value. So other title. I'm so sorry, I'm hooked up with this song from, it's a very positive song for me at the moment, so I'm just, now for YouTube link, I'm just doing this because I think I wanted to show you what you need to put in your database for this link to work in your iframe, right? So let's say if I have picked up the, it's a nice song for kids, so people who have kids, make them listen to this. It's really motivating song. Oh, I don't want it to play, sorry. Otherwise it'll be very, well, I can listen to it, my headphone. Share, go for embed, and then just pick up this from the source thing. Don't pick up the share thing. It wouldn't work. If you put it with iframe, it won't work. So you go to embed, and that in that embed, can you see where it says source? Just go within brackets the whole thing, and that should go in your database. Is that okay? That thing, not from share. That gives you a YouTube dot, it will not work in iframe, right? So you have to make sure that you click on embed and then you go further, right? It's up to you. You can actually write the whole thing in database, but then database is going to give you problems with double quotes and everything. Does that make sense? Otherwise I would have suggested you could write the whole line in the database, but database will start conflicting with those inverted commas and stuff, because it does not allow that in the values, right? So once you've done that, so I can just hit on price, right? My form's just gone, obviously because it's gone in and there's no error, and it's coming back to the same page again. That's why you don't see it. No, it will not work. What have I not done? I've created the form, but I've not linked it anywhere with my database. I didn't say which table. Have I? Okay, so what is missing? Go to server behavior, go here and say insert record, which was missing. Does that make sense? So here form 1, music, table music, and usually it will match up all the fields if they are. It says music ID is an unused primary key. Fine. The reason is because I've not put it on, I don't have it on my form, right? Fine. Title gets a value, type doesn't get a value. Choose and say type. Rating gets a value. Image doesn't get a value because it's called image name. V-link because it's called video link. Is that fine? So rest everything is mapped. Now here is important. After inserting, go to where. If you leave it blank, it keeps you on the same page. If you want it to go on a separate page, I want it to go on music all. After the form is filled in and somebody clicks on submit, I want it to go on music all. I don't want it to remain on the same page. So click OK. File, save all, and see it and go. Let's see it work. All that for nothing. Other should come up. Yeah, and insert. We come here. Now, I don't have to even to go to database because the 30th record should be this. Can you see that? The last record. I feel the last record is this one which I entered. Is that so? Now here, if I had a link here to insert, we'll go to insert, and then that's how your website usually should be working. But not necessarily. It can be anything. Usually if you fill up a customer form, they usually take you to a thank you page, isn't it? It's a fixed page which say thank you for your feedback. We'll get back to you in 48 hours, 24 hours, whatever. But that's a fixed page. So you can take, after inserting, you can take it to any other page. You don't have to stay on the same page. Is that okay? So you've retrieved a value, you've inserted a value, but it will all work according to your page design. Is that okay? Now let's stop here. Go for your tea break. When you come back, we'll go through how to do an image. But we'll do that after lunch break. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that all of you can practice this much.
This is driving the journey.
Gonna